I want you to get to a point where the results you're getting don't even surprise you, where they don't even seem unnatural to you. And this is what happens when you've mentally rehearsed what it is that you want. When you've already gone through the same situation in your head that you now experience in real life. This is what visualization or even affirmations can give you. Because when you mentally rehearse, you see the situation that you want, not the thing you fear, like we normally do. I know you do this too, because we all do. When we have that meeting, we fear the worst. We look at the worst outcome. We don't look at the best one, which is what we should do. Because again, your brain does not know the difference between what you see in your head and what happens in reality. So once you start picturing the thing that you want in your head, it'll start to happen naturally around you as well. This is one of those things that I've learned over the last few weeks, and it's been amazing. This is why I want you to understand it too. So, if you can start to picture in your head that outcome that you want, the thing that you dream of, when you can picture that in your head and you can start to visualize it, see it happen in front of you, see yourself in your dream car or see yourself with the exact result that you want in the future, but you experience it as if you're living it in the now. That's when it'll start to happen. And trust me, the results are gonna be crazy. They won't happen instantly, but they will come faster than you expect, at least in the beginning. For me, this was when I started picturing, like, well, play buttons and such. I'd been, like, so stuck, you know, watching my YouTube studio, seeing the same number day after day after day, month after month, even. Almost, not quite, but at least for a few weeks. I'd been so fed up with that number that I was like, something needs to change. And it was what was playing in my own head. Because I was seeing that number over and over. But is that the number that I wanted? No. So what happened when I changed that? The numbers in my YouTube studio started to grow like faster than I expected them to. At least in the beginning. Because they shot up like a fucking rocket and I was like, I'm not prepared for this. I don't know what's happening. This doesn't feel like it's something that I'm doing. But I was. Because just from picturing the results that I wanted in my head, I was starting to expect them. It started to almost feel inevitable. Like it would happen, no matter how long it would take. Which also made me less stressed. Whereas before I'd been like, God, I need this number and it needs to grow by this much and yada yada yada. And like you're trying to control something that you can't control, you know? You can't force external outcomes through furious will and effort. You can try, but you're just gonna burn yourself out or stress yourself over it like I did. But when you see it in your head, you know that it's coming. You know that the results are going to come no matter how long it takes. You instantly feel more relaxed, don't you? Just take a few seconds, close your eyes, imagine the exact scenario that you want, that exact thing that you want to happen. See it in front of you, playing in first person, as if you're, I don't know, waking up in your dream house or you're driving your dream car or anything of the sort. Picture that and feel how it feels. Because that's the secret, is feeling those emotions. Feeling the gratitude for the thing you now have, or that person you're with, the situation you're in. When you can feel it and you just know that it's yours, that you already have it in the now, it becomes inevitable, right? If you already have it, then it's not something that you want. The result isn't something that you're looking forward to, because it's here right now. It's already yours. So why would you stress about it? Why would you rile yourself up and try to get it when it's already yours? You become much more relaxed, and instead of running towards it, you'll start to notice over time that it will start coming to you instead. It'll start to move in the opposite direction. Instead of you trying to force your way and run towards it, it'll start moving towards you. You won't have to do anything. Almost, anyway. Don't get me wrong. But when you switch from trying to chase the outcome to embodying the state, embodying the feeling of already having it, you are the person who has it. You are the person who drives that car. You are the person who lives in that house. And what happens when you are that person? You start to get similar results to that person, don't you? This is what I figured out. And it's amazing when you start to feel it. Because when you start seeing the results for the first time, it's a bit unnatural. It's a bit like you don't know what's happening and you don't know why it's happening so fast. It's almost a shock to your body, a shock to your mind at least, where you're like, holy shit, this is not the results that I should be getting. But you should, because you're the person who has those kind of results, aren't you? And when you start to realize that, it takes a couple days or weeks, and you expect it almost. You just know that I'm the kind of person who has these results. I'm the kind of person who wins. I'm the kind of person who earns more money, who drives my dream car, who lives in my dream house, who attracts my dream person. It's obvious, right? You don't chase, you attract. You don't have to force anything because it's yours. So why would you chase it when it just comes to you? It makes the results become inevitable. They become effortless because they're already yours. So you don't have to do anything in order to attain them. You're already where you want to be, you know? You're already in that dream house. You're already the person who you want to be. When you just embody the state, the place, the emotions that you want to have, and you become that person. It's to like make it easier to understand. Think about faking it till you make it, which is what I used to do. And it works 100% of the time because it utilizes the same principle. But if you fake it till you make it, it makes it easier for you to be like, okay, this isn't me, but I'm gonna pretend like I'm that person. But when you can move from pretending to be to just being that person, now the results they aren't just bound to your state, to your pretending. Now they're becoming more permanent. Now it's a daily thing because you are the person who has the results. You're not the one pretending getting some of the results. You know, you get the full experience when you become instead of just pretending. And that's the difference between faking it till you make it and becoming it. Becoming the person who has the thing you want, who gets the things that you want to have. And it's so powerful, but it's also so much fun because when you realize that you can be whoever you want to be right now, you just have to convince yourself that you can be that person. That's the hardest part because this is also why faking it till you make it is a really good first step, because it's really hard to convince yourself that you are something you're not. If you've been like me before and you've always been having trouble losing weight, or you've had a slow metabolism, you've had a very easy time gaining weight, for an example, you'll keep having those results because that's the kind of person you are, right? When you are the type of person who eats a lot, you're also the type of person who gains a lot of weight and who doesn't stick to their diet, and so on and so forth. But when you become the person who's an athlete, who's lean, who's your dream weights, who goes to the gym every day, who follows the routine, who effortlessly loses weight, you become that person. You get the results of the person you are. You get what you are, not what you want. When you want something, it's not yours. And if it's not yours, that means you have to do something to get it. That means you have to perform some amount of work in order to get to the result. But if the result is already yours, you don't have to do anything. It comes to you because it's already yours. And that's been one of the most mind-blowing things once I realized how true that is. It sounds like wishy-washy. It sounds like, I don't know, like I'm making things up. Like I'm like I've lost my mind. I know that I've at least doubted it a number of times in my life. But when you actually just trust that, yeah, if it's already mine, it's inevitable. I will have it. Even if I don't have it in my physical world, if I have it in my head, if I can see it happen, and I can feel the emotions of the result, if I can feel the gratitude of losing the weight, if I can feel how powerful my body feels, how free I feel when I've already lost the weight, when I'm already an athlete, like, it's inevitable. You'll get there. Just trust me. This is one of the keys that let me lose 30 kilograms. Because if I was still thinking that I was 105 kilograms and that I had trouble losing weight, I wouldn't have stuck to my diet. I would have binged. I would still be binging. I wouldn't look the way I look. I wouldn't feel the way I feel. I wouldn't have discovered so many of the incredible things that I've realized along the way. I wouldn't have had the amazing journey. While it had its moments where it really sucked, it also taught me so much about myself. And just becoming the kind of person who had the results that I wanted was one of the bigger keys to getting to where I wanted to be, to getting to where I am today. Because when you become the person that you want to be, even if you have to, I don't know, robotically affirm, you have to repeat a certain sequence in your head a million times. I've had days where I've just been daydreaming, essentially, just dreaming of my dream reality, where I want to be, but I've seen it from my own perspective. I have walked as that person in that scene that I've made in my head. I feel like it's brought me closer to that reality over and over again. And I've seen the results. I'm still seeing them. And it feels crazy how much your life can change when you become open to the possibilities there are, if you understand that this is true. Because I still can't believe it, but it works. And that's why I'm sharing it with you. Because you have to try this, even if it doesn't work instantly. Just have patience, have a trust, and you'll see that it's amazing. It will change your life. As long as you believe in it, as long as you believe that you are that person, that you are the person you want to be, you will start to see the results faster than you expect. Trust me on that. So, why not be the person you want to be? Why not just embody exactly who it is you want to be instead of worrying about what could go wrong or the problems you have to face, the insecurities you have, or keep thinking about how you can't lose the weight because you have too slow of a metabolism. Why not instead imagine that you have the fastest metabolism, that you have the most amazing life, that you have all of the results that you want, and see what happens. Thank you for watching, and I'll talk to you in the next one.